We know that federal policy and funding matters a lot to state and local governments who are interested in increasing the use of evidence and data and getting better results for their residents. And over the last several years, we've seen both Congress and the Biden administration include more incentives and more dollars that will support state and local governments who are trying to build these critical evidence and data muscles.
Our central goals are building and using evidence to make the best possible decisions, particularly on how federal investments are allocated, ensuring that these investments are doing what we believe they're actually doing and implementing our priorities. And so in this way, agencies can also set goals to encourage innovation and the adoption of evidence-based strategies. This was a big step. The guidance related to the bipartisan infrastructure law explicitly states that federal award recipients, maybe like you, can use funds for performance management or even program evaluation, which applies to federal grants more generally as well.
I'm absolutely delighted to be able to hear about how our federal efforts are making their way into true action at the state and local level.
What we've seen is with the American Rescue Plan that it really has represented one of the largest single investments of federal funds into local governments in U.S. history. The investments that we're making and that have been unprecedented and once in a generation really are, driving the kind of important positive transformation that we see in our communities.
We have been collecting all this data all this time. We knew what the right thing to do was, and now the American Rescue Plan is going to help us expand that and deliver better results at lower costs for the taxpayers.
We're putting the dollars where they're most effective because we've been relying on the data, and obviously we're only able to do it because the American Recovery Plan dollars.
And we came up in February with a plan, our American Rescue Plan Act initiatives. So we spent almost a year putting together the plan and as I said, casting the net as widely as we possibly could, putting together the plan, and we've moved forward on a number of initiatives.
These efforts, take us to the first step in creating a culture that's data-driven, outcomes-based, and focused on that continuous learning and evidence building.
We're using American Rescue Plan funds right now to modernize our system to reduce the likelihood of someone missing out.
We are really focused on helping other governments, our 39 cities, our 19 school districts, the Port District, and others. So it's exciting. We're grateful for the opportunity and grateful as well for the chance to measure our results from our dollars.
We believe strongly this will help deliver better results for all Americans and will begin to rebuild this trust in government that we so critically need.